In Japan, there's a ritual for guilt you can't carry anymore. You buy a doll. You pour everything into it, every regret, every what if, every moment you wish you could take back. And then you burn it. She did the first two. She never got to the third because the doll had other plans, and once it was inside the house, it decided to stay. Welcome to Asian Recap. This is Dollhouse, a 2025 Japanese horror film. It's the story of a mother consumed by guilt and a doll that refuses to let go, and of how grief, when it has nowhere to go, can open doors that should stay closed. Kei is babysitting a group of young girls while their mothers are out. She steps away to run a quick errand and leaves them alone, asking her daughter Mei not to leave the house. Mai promises she won't. The moment she's gone, the children start playing hide and seek. Mei looks for a hiding spot, but everywhere she tries is already taken. She ends up climbing inside the washing machine. Somehow, the details are never explained. The little girl loses her life. Kei collapses under the weight of that guilt. To carry what she can no longer hold, she buys a doll. She pours everything into it, her remorse, her grief, her need for something to forgive her. What she doesn't know is that once this doll enters the house, it doesn't leave. Something dark followed it in. Kei sits at the table. Tadahiko brings her something to drink. When she reaches for it, she knocks it over. She takes the tablecloth to the washing machine and notices something. A sheet is inside. When Kei looks inside the washing machine, she finds her daughter Mei. Her scream carries across the entire neighborhood. No one needs to be told. They already know something terrible has happened. What makes it worse? One of the other girls had pointed Mei toward that side of the house and said nothing when she realized what had happened. A year passes. Mei's parents have moved. Kei's hair is longer now, but she hasn't moved on. She attends a support group at the hospital where Tadahiko works. When it's her turn to speak, she starts calmly. Then she breaks down. Her husband is there, right beside her. Tadahiko's mother comes to visit. She notices the floor is dirty. She understands. Kei can barely function. They sit together over tea. The cup spills. The woman stares at her. Kei freezes. The woman smiles and tells her not to worry. Then she takes out a flyer. It's about a doll cremation ritual. Buy a doll, pour all your guilt into it, and burn it. Since Kei carries the weight of Mei's death, this is what Tadahiko's mother recommends. The flyer tells her where to go. One morning, Kei reads the flyer and loses her grip on it. It flies out the window and leads her block by block to a small market. She catches it, and just as she's about to leave, something catches her eye, a doll behind the glass of a display case. When Tadahiko gets home, he hears his wife singing. It stops him cold. Since Mei died, she hadn't sung once. He comes to the table and sees the doll. He flinches. Kei tells him not to be afraid. She found it. It's just a doll. What worries him is that she sets a plate of food in front of it, like it's a person. Kei cleans the doll, trims its hair to match Mei's, dresses it in Mei's actual clothes, the exact same ones. Tadahiko is genuinely alarmed. At the therapy center, the facilitator reassures him. In Japan, this kind of ritual is treated as normal. The doll is meant to absorb the guilt and then be burned. They start taking the doll everywhere, as if it were a real child. They take photos. They look like a happy family. The wall of their home fills with pictures of the three of them. In a later session, Kei mentions she hadn't been able to use a washing machine since what happened to Mei, but now she's bought one. The doll's working. But the question remains, will she actually burn it? Or has she grown too attached? If you're the kind of person who can't look away from a story like this, there are plenty more on this channel. Subscribe if you want the next one. Some time passes. Kei becomes pregnant, and 9 months later, a baby girl is born. They name her Mai, almost the same name as her first daughter. Once Mai arrives, the doll fades into the background. Kei doesn't think about it anymore. The photo wall gets changed. What had looked like a crisis turned out to be the cure. The depression lifted. But when the doll is left alone in the room, it hides beneath a pile of stuffed animals, alone and still. Baby Mai demands all of her mother's attention. While searching for a toy to soothe her, Kei stumbles onto the doll and sets it in the crib. Then, she goes back to the living room with Tadahiko's mother to have tea while they monitor the baby. The baby starts crying. They rush in. When they lift her from the crib, a strand of hair is wrapped around her neck. The doll had been slowly strangling her. Tadahiko's mother measures the strand against the doll's hair, same length, same texture. She throws the doll to the floor. Tadahiko examines the doll's box, trying to read what's written on it. He can't make it out. They put the doll back in the box and store it away. 5 years pass. Mai has grown up. One afternoon, she drops a marble inside the house and follows it into a dark corner and finds the doll. She pulls it out and asks if she can play with it. Kei says yes. Of course. Something Kei notices immediately. She had cut the doll's hair. It's grown back. Tadahiko suggests it may have been made with human hair. The moment she hears that, Kei pulls her hand away. The nails have also kept growing. While vacuuming, the canister fills with hair. Too much hair. She hears Mai talking to someone. She approaches slowly. Who are you talking to? Mai says she's talking to Aya. That's what she calls the doll. That night, Mai climbs into her parents' bed. She says the doll hurt her. Kei carries her back to her room and places the doll high on a shelf, out of reach, so her daughter won't be afraid. The next day, a friend visits with her daughter Maki. The girls run through the house. Maki is shown the doll. She doesn't believe it can talk and grabs its arm to prove it. The doll says nothing. Maki runs out crying. The doll had bitten her. Kei asks Mai why she did it. It wasn't me. It was Aya. Kei doesn't believe her. Later, while Kei sorts through photos of Mai asks her to play. Kei asks her to wait. She's organizing her sister's photos. Mai walks away furious. She says she doesn't have an older sister. Kei tells her not to say that. When Kei goes to Mai's room, she finds the photos of Mai, scratched and scribbled over. She confronts Mai. It wasn't me. It was the doll. Kei still doesn't believe her. Mai bites Kei. She scratches her arm, grabs the doll, and leaves the room shouting that she hates her. Mai's teacher calls Kei in. She shows her disturbing drawings Mai has been making at school. She asks if something is wrong at home. Kei says no. The teacher also mentions that Mai told her Aya asked her to draw these pictures. She asks who Aya is. Kei goes silent. What would she even say? That night, something climbs into bed with Kei and Tadahiko. It isn't Mai, it's the doll. When Kei sees it, she screams. The next morning, she checks the doll while Mai is at school. No movement, nothing. She picks it up and drops it in the trash. She hears the front door open. She goes to the hallway. The doll's there. She raises a mallet and swings, but it's a hallucination. The doll is sitting behind her. Then the doorbell rings. She opens it. The doll is on the doorstep with a letter. She hands it personally to the garbage workers. They load it directly into the truck. Shortly after, the doll kills one of them. Then, from behind the police tape, Mai appears, holding the doll. That night, Kei doesn't sleep. She watches Mai through the monitor for hours. Tadahiko still doesn't believe it. He thinks his wife is losing her mind. The next day, alone with Mai, impossible things start happening. Doors slam shut on their own. Mai appears where she shouldn't. She climbs into the washing machine, and when Kei goes to check, what she sees isn't human. She grabs it and throws it to the floor. Mai is rushed to the hospital. Tadahiko tells Kei what the doctor found. Mai is being sent to his mother's house, and Kei, she needs to be hospitalized. He thinks she's having a breakdown. Stunned, she asks, "Will the doll go with Mai?" Tadahiko says yes. Kei breaks. That doll is dangerous. He tells her to calm down. It's all in her head. She agrees to be hospitalized on one condition: he burns the doll. Tadahiko contacts a doll cremation service. They can do it, but there's a 1-month wait. He sends photos. They call back almost immediately. This doll needs to be burned as soon as possible. In his research, he finds a video, a group of urban explorers looking for the same doll on a specific island. They found nothing and concluded the legend was fake. Tadahiko knows it isn't. That night, Tadahiko's mother is watching TV. She takes a sip of water. It tastes wrong, as if it had been replaced. She looks into the living room and sees a small girl. She assumes it's Mai. The girl comes closer and climbs onto her back. She goes to check the bedroom. Mai is still asleep. She pulls the figure off and locks it in a room. She calls her son. Tadahiko reviews hospital recordings of Mai. He hears the doll speak. It says its name is Aya. He looks it up. Aya isn't just a name, it means ritual. He heads to his mother's house immediately, but Mai is already gone. The grandmother searches everywhere, runs into the street, and finds a man who says he saw a small girl with a doll near a bridge. She runs there. When Tadahiko arrives at the house, it's empty. He turns around, and Mai is standing there. She's holding the doll. Her mouth is covered in red. The police show Tadahiko bridge footage. The one who attacked the grandmother was Mai. The child is being influenced by the spirit inside the doll. Tadahiko confirms it by comparing Mai's teeth with the bite mark on his mother. The moment he does, Mai screams. Tadahiko brings the doll to a group of monks. The curse, he hopes, is over. But this is a Japanese film. Nothing ends here unless it wants to. One of the monks takes the doll with the intention of selling it. He doesn't believe in any of this. On the road, a strand of hair slips from the doll's mouth. Then more. Then more. The monk dies. The cage breaks open. Another monk picks it up and returns it to Tadahiko. It cannot be destroyed by burning. The first monk never burned it. He tried to sell it. This second monk gives Tadahiko a contact. His name is Kanda. Kanda tells Tadahiko to restrain the doll. A nurse later unties it, shakes it out of curiosity. A small tooth falls from its mouth. Tadahiko takes it for an X-ray. What they find inside is bones. At that moment, Kai arrives. Why is that doll here? Wasn't it supposed to be burned? Tadahiko explains everything. A police officer comes to take the doll in for examination. As they prepare to leave, Kanda arrives. He wants to take the doll. The officer refuses. Kanda photographs the officer, hands him the undeveloped photo, and they follow him. The photo develops in the officer's hands. It shows the spirit inside the doll. In the middle of the road, a girl appears. He swerves and hits her. When Kanda and the others arrive, the officer's on his knees, crying over the doll. No one died. It was a hallucination. Kanda puts him in a trance, takes the doll, and seals it. They go to meet an old man who has spent years searching for this doll. He tells them its history. Long ago, a man named Yasumoto Kokichi had a wife and a gravely ill daughter. The daughter never recovered. The mother, exhausted, tried to end both their lives. It went wrong. Only the daughter died. To protect his wife from prosecution, Yasumoto took his daughter's remains and made them into a doll. When his wife died, the doll was buried alongside her. The old man spent his life searching for it. He never found it. Kei has an idea. The doll needs to go back to its mother. Place it in the grave and leave it. Kanda tells her that's exactly what he had in mind. At Kanda's house, he performs a ritual to find where the mother is buried. When he locates the site, everything unravels. The spirit breaks free. Kanda uses his camera flash to drive it back. Tadahiko forces it into a sack. Kanda seals it with a prayer. The doll goes still. But Kanda has injured his foot. He can't go with them. Kai and Tadahiko travel to the island alone. They find the grave and open it. Before placing the doll inside, they say a prayer. When Kai lowers it in, a photo of Mei falls from her hands into the grave. Tadahiko tells her to let it go. She doesn't. She climbs into the coffin after it. The doll's spirit breaks free. Tadahiko pulls her out, but her hair is caught under the lid. The doll is coming for her. She grabs the photo frame, breaks it, takes a shard of glass, and cuts her hair free. The couple leaves for home. Everything seems fine. Kei feels happy. She thinks Mei has welcomed her home. She can feel her pressing close, but something isn't right. The grip is too tight. She realizes it isn't her daughter. It's the spirit that possessed the doll. Kei screams that this isn't real. Tadahiko goes to the washing machine and sees his daughter inside it. He grabs a shovel and breaks through, but he isn't hitting a washing machine lid. He's striking the lid of a coffin. The doll played them both. They never left the island. The girl who crawls out isn't Mai. It's Mei, the first one. None of what we've been watching is real. Mei goes into the living room. She's holding her little sister Mai, keeping her away from their mother, keeping her safe. When Tadahiko's mother and Kanda visit the apartment a week later, she mentions she hasn't seen them since the island. As she and Kanda go upstairs, the couple is coming down in the elevator. Something feels wrong. The person who walked back through that door wasn't anyone who should have been there. The little girl they believe is Mei, is the doll. She never left. She simply created a new reality, one where Kei and Tadahiko are her parents.